Alright, I've decided that my videos need a little bit of music. Um, if you can hear it, you'll notice I'm a giant anime nerd. Durara, found it on Adult Swim, love it. But this is gonna be my dual network deck profile for my Harpie deck. It can run competitively, sort of. I honestly haven't figured anything out except to spam 3 Reborn Tengus, which, if you didn't already know, has gone down to 2, sadly. However, for the next 2 days, I can run it at 3 until March 1st hits, and I'm screwed. And I have to put it down at 2. But, alright, here we go. I have Gale. You can't special summon him, but he's a 3-star tuner, and this deck relies heavily. Well, okay, I wouldn't say heavily. It helps for you to 7-star sync. And because the only monsters that are non-tuners in this deck are 4s, it works. I'm running 2 Dragoonity Darkspear because if for some reason in my last turn my opponent destroyed either one of my Harpie ladies, my Harpie Queen, my Mist Valley Falcon, I can use his effect to special summon them. Or, he's another 3-star tuner, so I could sync easily for Ancient Fairy Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Gale I can use to get him, that's why I'm only running one of him. Mist Valley Thunderlord. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll show you a better look at that later. So, apparently I found out Dual Network has a rule where you can only run 3 cards that either have the name Harpie Lady, period. But I found out there's a rule for tournaments where you can use as many as you want. So I could have 3 Harpie Lady 1s, 3 Harpie Lady 2s, and 3 Harpie Lady 3s, along with 3 Harpie Ladies and 3 Cyber Harpie Ladies. Dual Network has a regulation where you can only run 3 Harpie Ladies, period. That's where it ends. So I have Harpie Lady 1 at 3 because it's 300 attack boost for all wins. That's pretty much this entire monster lineup except for Gale and another card. Harpie Lady Sisters, it's a 6-star 1950 attack, which is ridiculous nowadays. Can only be special summoned by the effect of Elegant Egotist. I kind of have it in there, just if I need to beat over somebody's 1900 attack monster, I'll do 50 damage to you and you're just gonna cry about it. Harpie Queen, I can discard, it's like a Captain Gold, if you know Elemental Heroes, except Harpie's Hunting Ground does not have to be on the field for me to summon her. 1900 beater, discard this card to the grave to add Harpie's Hunting Ground to your hand. Pretty basic card, I like it, you know. Harpie's Pet Baby Dragon. Gains effects based on the number of Harpies on my side of the field, except that does not include Harpie's Pet Dragon or Harpie's Brother. If I have 1 or more, my opponent cannot select Harpie monsters I control as attack targets, except for, of course, him and Harpie's Brother. If I have 2 or more, his attack is doubled, and if I have 3 or more, once per turn, I can destroy a card my opponent controls. And this deck can spam cards. I have spammed the field in 1 turn effectively, and it's very nice to have him in your hand if you're going to spam. It's nice. Mist Valley Falcon. It's a beat stick, you know, 2004 star. It's also very nice to combo with a Swords of Revealing Light, because then you can pretty much infinite swords your opponent until they either destroy this or destroy your Mist Valley. Reborn Tengu, which I showed you earlier, when this card is sent, is when it's removed from the field, special summon when Reborn Tengu from your deck. So it's, even if he gets bottomless, you get another Reborn Tengu, so it, you know, deprisoned Reborn Tengu. It's a spam card, you know. And then Thunder King Ryo. Special summoning is becoming heavy and heavy and heavier every format. You know. So, plus he's a beat stick, I mean, and you'll notice I'm running a lot of beat sticks in this deck, and that's kind of what keeps it alive, you know. Alright, so now we go on to these spells. 1 Book of Moon, staple, you know. attack negation if you're feeling saucy enough to do it. Double summon. You can normal summon one additional time this turn. You can only activate one double summon per turn. Well, you can activate more than one, but you're not going to get the other one's effect, so it's not even worth it. Elegant Egotist. You can only activate this card if there are one or more face-up Harpie Ladies on the field, and I can special summon one Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters from my hand or deck. Spam card. If I get both of the 2 that I'm running, I might take it up to 3 just for extra spam. Excuse me. Harpie's Hunting Ground. When a Harpie is normal or special summoned, I destroy one spell trap card on the field, and all face-up winged beast types gain 200 attack, so very nice. Running 3. Monster Reborn, staple. 2 MSTs, staple. Duality. You don't do a lot of special summoning in this deck, and so draw power is major, so you need as much as you can get. Swords, staple. 2 Fiendish Chain, because effect monsters are all over the place, Very few decks run only normal monsters. It's runnable, I've seen it done, but you need to have nice cards to do that. Hysteric Party. Call of the Haunted for Harpies, except it summons as many Harpies you can from your graveyard, and then when all of the Harpies are destroyed, you destroy Hysteric Party, and if Hysteric Party is destroyed, you destroy all face-up monsters that were summoned by its effect. The only backdraw is you have to discard a card, but that, isn't too much of a problem if you're spamming. I run 2 of those. I also run 2 Icarus Attack. I really like this card. You'll notice I run mainly dragons and winged beasts. I'm kind of, derpy when it comes to that. I don't know. 1 Mirror Force. I hate that card, but it's amazingly good. 2 Solemn Warnings. I'm not running a Judgment. For one, it takes my deck to 43 cards, which I don't like. I like having an even number of cards in my deck. I don't know why, it's just the way I run things, Plus, I don't think it's really worth it in this deck to run one. Like I said, the deck runs pretty good on its own. I don't think adding a Solemn Judgment is going to change that any much. Effect Veiler. Yep, good old Veiler. I have 3 of them in my side deck. Just in case, somebody tries to pull some crazy crap, or I really need to special summon cards to get rid of a Ryo on the field, or anything, essentially. If I effect Veiler it, it's gonna die, most likely. Or it's gonna save my butt at least for a turn. Double summon, run another one. Pot of Avarice, draw power. Duality, draw power. The other swords. Another Fiendish, another Icarus, and then 2 Royal Decrees, which negates the effects of all other trap cards on the field. All of them. Every single one. Which is nice. Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now we're on to the extra deck. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner. All of my synchros are 7 stars. Because I only have 4 stars and 3 stars. Except for this one, only 6 star, but that's the only one. Once per turn, you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from my hand. You cannot conduct a battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Once per turn, you can destroy a field spell card. If you do, you can gain 1,000 life points, and you can add 1 field spell from your deck to your hand. So, it's an easy way to gain 1,000 for nothing. Black Rose Dragon. The only reason this is in the deck is to nuke the field. If I, for some reason, am getting just horrifically beaten and I can Black Rose Dragon, I'm gonna Black Rose Dragon and get rid of whatever good cards you have on the field, either set in your back row or are just destroying everything I summon, negating everything. I'm gonna nuke you. I'm going to nuke you. Drawback, Black Rose dies, but I mean, it's not that bad to get it back, Him hiding over there, Blackwing Armor Master, he's in there for, Gale, and plus, he's a pretty nice synchro, I'm not gonna lie. Mist Valley Thunderlord. One tuner, one or more non-tuner Mist Valley. So if I end up with a Mist Valley just sitting on the field, he's just chilling, and I draw one of these guys, I'm gonna probably Thunderlord. Once per turn, you can select and return one card you control to the hand, and this card gains 500 attack until the end phase. You know, that's a pretty good card. I just realized if you have like flip effect decks, constant man-eater bugging, sauciness. XYZs, just because you get a lot of, I have mostly 4s in this deck, so Kachi Kochi Dragon, if I need to end stuff quickly. Once per turn, I can after he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, I can detach one XYZ to attack again, so run 2 of him. Utopia, attack negation. If he's attacked without any materials, he's automatically destroyed. I run 2 of him. I run 1 C39 Utopia Ray, which you can use 3 level 4 light monsters, or you can just XYZ by using Utopia as a material. And anything that was on Utopia goes then to Utopia Ray, and then you can detach one XYZ. It doesn't say it has to be once per turn. From this card, and it gains 500 attack, and one monster your opponent controls loses 1,000 attack until the end phase. However, you have to have 1,000 life points or less to activate and resolve the effect. So, no. And then 1 Steel Swarm Roach. Special Summon Negation. And he's a beater. You notice I really like beaters. You know. So yeah, that's my deck profile. I'm kind of trying to do this. The only video recorder I have, minus my crappy one that I have installed on my computer that doesn't record audio, I have my iPod Nano, which, as you can tell by this video, does not record light stuff very well. I wish I could do it better, but I can't. Sorry. So that'll be it for tonight. I have a forensics meet tomorrow, so I'll try to upload another video if I get home and I don't have a lot of homework. So, till then.